Hello, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here, right now, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you. You've made a really important decision. You've decided to understand your sleep, and that's actually a beautiful thing, because when you understand how something works, it becomes less mysterious, less scary, and a lot more manageable. Here is something amazing. Your brain is about to do something it has done thousands of times before. But tonight, you're going to experience it differently. Tonight, you're going to actually understand what's happening as you fall asleep. And there's something almost magical about that awareness. Don't worry about staying awake to listen to everything. That's not how this works. This is designed so that even as you drift off, even as you move through the different stages of sleep, your sleeping mind continues to absorb this information in the background. Think of this as a conversation between you and your brain, a conversation that will continue even after you're no longer consciously aware of my voice. Before we begin this journey together, I want to ask you something. If this video helps you tonight, if you find yourself sleeping better, understanding more, feeling calmer about sleep, would you consider subscribing to this channel? Here's why I'm asking. This channel exists to help people like you sleep better and understand their bodies better. Every subscriber helps us reach more people who are lying awake at night, struggling with sleep, feeling anxious about not being able to rest. Every subscription means we can create more content like this, more science-based sleep guides, more tools to help people genuinely improve their lives. We're not here to get rich or famous. We're here because sleep matters. It matters for your health, your mood, your relationships, your work, everything. And the more people we can reach, the more lives we can genuinely help improve. So if this resonates with you, if you believe in what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button. Help us grow so we can help more people. Help us build a community of people who understand that sleep isn't a luxury. It's a necessity, and together, we can make a real difference. Okay, now, let's talk about what's going to happen tonight. Tonight, you're going to fall asleep. That might sound obvious, but here's what makes it fascinating. Falling asleep isn't like flipping a light switch. It's not a sudden transition from awake to asleep. Instead, it's more like walking down a gentle hill. It's gradual. It's a journey through different stages, each one taking you a little deeper, a little further from wakefulness. Your brain is going to move through 4 main stages tonight. Scientists call them N1, N2, N3, and REM. Don't worry about those names right now. We'll get to know each one intimately as the night goes on. Here's the beautiful part. These stages aren't random. They follow a pattern, a rhythm that your brain has perfected over millions of years of evolution. Your brain knows exactly what to do. It's done this thousands of times before. And tonight, you're just going to let it do its thing while I explain what is happening along the way. In the first stage, N1, you'll start to drift. Your thoughts will become a little fuzzy, a little dreamlike. You might not even realize you're falling asleep. It's that gentle, but subtle. Then you'll move into N2, light sleep. This is where your brain really starts to shift gears. It begins doing important work, protecting your sleep, processing memories, getting ready for deeper rest. After that comes N3, deep sleep. This is a really restorative stuff. This is where your body repairs itself, where growth hormones are released, where your brain clears out the waste that built up during the day. This is the sleep that makes you feel genuinely rested. And finally, REM sleep. This is where the magic happens. This is where you dream. This is where your brain processes emotions, solves problems creatively, and does all sorts of fascinating mental housekeeping. Here's the thing though. You just go through these stages once and then wake up. Oh no. Your brain is much smarter than that. You'll cycle through these stages multiple times tonight. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and you'll probably complete 5 or 6 complete cycles before morning. But here's what's clever. The cycles change as the night goes on. Early in the night, you'll spend more time in deep sleep, in that restorative N3 stage, because your body needs that physical repair after a long day. Later in the night, you'll spend more time in REM, in that dreaming stage, because your brain needs that emotional and mental processing. It's like your brain has a to-do list, and it knows exactly what to prioritize and when. Pretty amazing, right? Now, you might be wondering, why does any of this matter? Why should I care about stages and cycles? Here's why. When you understand how sleep works, something shifts. Sleep anxiety starts to fade. That worry about I coa and fall asleep or I am not sleeping deeply enough begins to lose its power, because now you know. Falling asleep is a gradual process. It's supposed to take time. You're supposed to drift in and out of lighter stages before hitting deep sleep. That's not insomnia. That's normal. That's your brain doing exactly what it's designed to do. And when you wake up briefly between cycles, that's not a problem. That's not broken sleep. That's your brain doing a quick safety check, making sure everything's okay, before diving back into the next cycle. Completely normal, completely healthy. Understanding this takes the pressure off. You stop fighting your sleep and start trusting it. Here's another reason this matters. When you know what's happening, you can work with your brain instead of against it. You can create conditions that support each stage. You can make choices during the day that lead to better sleep at night. But most importantly, understanding your sleep helps you respect it. You start to see sleep not as wasted time, but as essential maintenance, like charging your phone, except 1,000 times more important, because this is your brain, your body, your life. People who understand their sleep tend to sleep better. It's that simple. Knowledge reduces anxiety, and reduced anxiety improves sleep quality. It's a beautiful, positive cycle. So tonight, as we move through these stages together, I want you to appreciate what your brain is doing. Marvel at it. It's extraordinary. Really, this 3-pound organ in your skull is about to orchestrate a symphony of chemical changes, electrical patterns, and physical processes that will restore and refresh your entire body. And you don't have to do anything except relax and let it happen. Alright, let's get started. Take a comfortable position. You can be on your back, your side, whatever feels natural to you. Let your body settle into the bed. Feel the support beneath you. Notice the temperature of the room, the weight of your blanket, the softness of your pillow. Everything is okay. You're safe. You're comfortable. And your brain is about to do something absolutely remarkable. Let's discover together how your brain actually falls asleep. You know what's interesting? Even before you consciously feel sleepy, your brain has already started preparing for sleep. It's been working on this for the past few hours, quietly making changes that you probably haven't even noticed. Let me explain what I mean. Throughout the day, every time you think a thought, every time you move a muscle, every time your heart beats, your body creates a chemical called adenosine. Think of adenosine like little sleepiness particles that accumulate in your brain. When you first wake up in the morning, you have almost no adenosine. Your brain is relatively clean. But as the day goes on, hour after hour, adenosine slowly builds up. After 16 hours of being awake, you have a lot of adenosine floating around in your brain. And here's what adenosine does. It makes you sleepy. It's like a weight pressing down on your eyelids. A fog settling over your mind. The more adenosine you have, the the stronger your desire to sleep becomes. This is called sleep pressure, and right now, your sleep pressure is probably quite high. Your brain is essentially saying, okay, we've been awake long enough. Time to rest. Now, here's something cool. You know how coffee wakes you up? It's because caffeine blocks adenosine. Caffeine molecules have a similar shape to adenosine molecules, so they fit into the same receptors in your brain. When caffeine blocks those receptors, you can't feel the sleepiness even though the adenosine is still there. But eventually, the caffeine wears off, and all that accumulated adenosine floods in at once. That's why you sometimes get that caffeine crash, that sudden overwhelming tiredness. Tonight though, no caffeine is blocking your adenosine receptors. All that sleepiness you've been accumulating all day is free to do its job, and its job is to help you fall asleep. But adenosine isn't working alone. There's another chemical in play. Deep inside your brain, there's a tiny gland about the size of a grain of rice. It's called the pineal gland, and it's been busy for the past few hours producing a chemical called melatonin. Now, I want to clear up a common misunderstanding about melatonin. A lot of people think melatonin makes you sleep. It doesn't. Not directly, anyway. Melatonin is more like a messenger. It's your brain's way of telling your body, hey everyone, nighttime is here. Start preparing for sleep. Here's how it works. Inside your eyes, you have special cells that detect light, especially blue light from the sun or from screens. When these cells see light, they send signals to your brain saying, it's daytime. But when darkness falls and these cells stop detecting light, your pineal gland starts releasing melatonin into your bloodstream. And as melatonin spreads throughout your body, it triggers a whole cascade of changes. Your core body temperature starts to drop. Your blood pressure decreases slightly. You start to feel less alert, less focused. These are all signals that sleep is approaching. Melatonin doesn't knock you out like a sleeping pill. Instead, it opens the door for sleep. It creates the right conditions. Think of it as setting the stage for the main performance. And right now, your melatonin levels are probably elevated, working together with that adenosine we talked about, both of them gently pushing you towards sleep. There's something else happening too, something you might not be aware of. Your body temperature has been dropping for the past couple of hours. This might seem strange because a lot of people think we need to be warm to sleep well, but actually, the opposite is true. For you to fall asleep, your core body temperature needs to drop by about 1 or 2 degrees. Your body does this by sending warm blood to your hands and feet, where the heat can escape into the air around you. This is why your hands and feet might feel warmer right now. Even though your core is cooling down, your body is radiating heat away, preparing for sleep. This temperature drop is crucial. If your room is too warm, or if you're bundled up too much, your body can't cool down properly, and sleep becomes difficult. But if your room is comfortably cool, around 65 to 68 degrees, your body can do its thing easily. So if your feet are sticking out from under the blanket right now, that's actually perfect. Your body knows what it's doing. As all these chemical changes happen, you start to notice physical changes too. Your breathing is slowing down. During the day, when you're active and alert, you breathe about 12 to 20 times per minute. But as you start to relax and prepare for sleep, your breathing naturally slows. It becomes deeper, more regular, more rhythmic. You don't have to try to make this happen. It's automatic. Your brainstem, the primitive part of your brain that controls basic functions, takes over your breathing. You can just let go and let your body breathe itself. Your heart rate is slowing too. If you put your hand on your chest right now, you might notice your heartbeat is a little slower, a little calmer than it was an hour ago. During the day, your heart might beat 70 or 80 times per minute. As you prepare for sleep, it might drop to 60 or even lower. This is your cardiovascular system shifting into rest mode. Your heart doesn't need to work as hard when you're lying still, when you're not thinking intensely, when you're preparing for sleep. And there's something else. Your muscles are relaxing. You might not notice it consciously, but tension is slowly draining out of your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your legs. Little by little, muscle by muscle, your body is letting go. This is controlled by your nervous system. During the day, your sympathetic nervous system is active. This is your go, go, go system, your stress response system. It keeps you alert, ready to move, ready to react. But as evening comes and sleep approaches, your parasympathetic nervous system takes over. This is your rest and digest system. It slows your heart, relaxes your muscles, calms your mind. It's like switching from high gear to low gear. Right now, your parasympathetic system is in control. You can feel it in the heaviness of your limbs, the slowness of your breathing, the quiet calm settling over you. While all these physical changes are happening in your body, something fascinating is happening in your brain too. Throughout the day, your brain produces rapid electrical waves. These are called beta waves, and they cycle about 30 to 30 times per second. Beta waves are associated with active thinking, problem solving, conversation, focus. They're your awake and alert brain waves. But as evening comes and you start to relax, your brain waves slow down. They shift from beta waves to alpha waves, which cycle about 8 to 12 times per second. Alpha waves appear when you close your eyes and relax, but you're still conscious. You've probably been producing alpha waves for the past few minutes as you've been lying here, listening to my voice, relaxing into your bed. Alpha waves are like the transition zone between wakefulness and sleep. They're your brain downshifting, moving from high gear toward lower gears. And pretty soon, as you continue to relax, your brain will shift again, producing even slower waves, called theta waves. Theta waves cycle only about 4 to 7 times per second. When theta waves appear, you're entering the first stage of actual sleep. But we're not there yet. Right now, you're in that beautiful in-between space. Not quite awake, not quite asleep. Just drifting, just being. There's a name for this state. It's called hypnagogia, which is just a fancy word for the transition between wakefulness and sleep. During hypnagogia, strange and wonderful things can happen. Your thoughts might become a little weird, a little dreamlike. You might have fleeting mental images that don't quite make sense. You might hear sounds that aren't really there, or feel sensations like floating or falling. Some people see geometric patterns or colors behind their closed eyelids. Others have creative insights or ideas that seem to come from nowhere. This is actually the state that some artists and inventors have used to tap into creativity. All of this is completely normal. It's just your brain transitioning modes, shifting from logical, linear thinking to the more fluid, associative thinking of sleep. If you notice any of this happening, don't be alarmed. Don't try to analyze it or hold on to it. Just observe it gently, like watching clouds drift by, and let it pass. There's one more thing that happens as you approach sleep, and you might have experienced this before. Sometimes, just as you're about to fall asleep, your body suddenly jerks. Your leg kicks, or your arm twitches, or your whole body startles for a moment. This is called a hypnic jerk, or a sleep start, and it's incredibly common. About 70% of people experience this at some point. Here's what's happening. As you fall asleep, your muscles relax more and more. Your brain is shutting down the systems that control movement and posture. But sometimes, this transition isn't perfectly smooth. Sometimes your brain misinterprets the sudden relaxation of your muscles as falling. So it sends out a quick emergency signal. Wake up! You're falling. Your muscles contract suddenly. You jerk awake for a second, and then you realize you're safe in bed, not falling at all. It's a harmless glitch in the system, an evolutionary leftover from our ancestors who slept in trees and actually could fall. If this happens to you tonight, don't worry about it. Don't let it frustrate you. Just settle back down and continue relaxing. Your brain will sort itself out. Alright, all of these changes have been happening, preparing you for sleep. The adenosine building up, the melatonin circulating, the temperature dropping, the heart slowing, the breathing deepening, the brainwave shifting. Everything is ready. Your body knows what to do. Your brain has done this thousands of times before. Now, we're going to move into the first actual stage of sleep. Stage N1, the threshold, the doorway. This is where the journey truly begins. You're entering stage 1 sleep now, though you might not even realize it's happening. Stage 1 is subtle. It's that moment when you're no longer quite awake, but you're not deeply asleep either. If someone asked you right now, "Are you asleep?" you might actually say no, even though technically, scientifically, you've crossed over into sleep. This stage usually lasts only about 5 to 10 minutes on your first pass through it, though it can be longer if you're having trouble settling down. And that's okay. There's no rush. Sleep isn't a race. Here's what's happening in your brain right now. Those alpha waves we talked about, the ones that appear when you close your eyes and relax, are fading away. In their place, your brain is producing theta waves. Theta waves are slower, cycling only about 4 to 7 times per second compared to the 8 to 12 cycles of alpha waves. This slowing down of your brain waves is one of the clearest signs that you've entered stage 1 sleep. If we could look at a recording of your brain's electrical activity right now, we'd see these gentle theta waves rolling through your brain like slow ocean swells. Your brain is settling, quieting, shifting into sleep mode. Your eyes are doing something interesting too. They're making slow, rolling movements beneath your closed eyelids. These aren't the rapid, jerky movements that will happen later during dream sleep. These are gentle, drifting movements, like your eyes are floating back and forth on those same slow waves as your brain. Scientists aren't entirely sure why your eyes do this, but it seems to be part of the transition process. Maybe your eyes are just relaxing too, letting go of the precise control needed for waking vision. Let me describe what stage 1 sleep typically feels like, so you can recognize it if you haven't already slipped into it. Your sense of time becomes distorted. You might think only a minute has passed when actually 5 or 10 minutes have gone by, or the opposite might happen. It might feel like you've been lying here for ages, when it's only been a moment. Time gets fuzzy in stage 1. Your brain's internal clock becomes less precise as you drift. Your thoughts start to become less logical, less linear. During full wakefulness, your thoughts follow a certain order, a certain structure. One thought leads logically to the next. But in stage 1, thoughts start to wander. They become more random, more associative. You might find yourself thinking about something completely unrelated to what you were thinking about a moment ago. You might have brief mental images or memories that pop up for no apparent reason. TC's normal. This is your conscious mind starting to loosen its grip. Your awareness of your body might become strange too. You might feel like you're floating, or sinking, or expanding. Some people feel like they're getting heavier and heavier, sinking into the mattress. Others feel lighter, like they're hovering just above the bed. These sensations aren't real in a physical sense, but they're real in your experience. They're just your brain's way of interpreting the changing signals from your relaxing body. And here's something really interesting. You can still hear sounds around you, but they're starting to become less important, less relevant. My voice right now might sound closer or farther away than it did a few minutes ago. External sounds might seem muffled, distant, like you're hearing them from underwater. This is your brain starting to filter sensory information. During wakefulness, your brain processes everything you see, hear, feel, smell. But during sleep, your brain needs to shut out most of that information so you can actually rest. In stage this filtering process is beginning. Your brain is starting to close the gates, reducing the flow of sensory information to your conscious awareness. There's a part of your brain called the thalamus, and it acts like a relay station for sensory information. During wakefulness, the thalamus is wide open, transmitting everything to your conscious awareness. But as you enter stage 1, the thalamus starts to become more selective. It begins filtering out sounds and sensations that aren't important or threatening. This is why you can sleep through gentle rain or quiet background noise, but you'll wake up immediately if someone calls your name or if there's a loud, sudden sound. Your thalamus continues monitoring, even during sleep, letting through only what might be significant. While your brain is producing those slow theta waves and your thoughts are becoming dreamlike, your body continues to relax. Your muscles have even less tension now than they did a few minutes ago. If someone gently lifted your arm right now, it would feel heavy and limp. You still have some muscle tone, some tension, but it's minimal. Your body is settling, sinking, letting go. Your breathing has become very regular now. In and out, like gentle waves on a shore. The rhythm is steady, predictable, automatic. You're not thinking about breathing. Your brainstem is handling it completely. Your heart rate has dropped a bit more too. Each beat is a little slower, a little calmer than it was when you first lay down. Your cardiovascular system is entering rest mode, conserving energy, reducing strain. Your blood pressure continues to decrease. This nighttime drop in blood pressure is actually really important for your long-term heart health. People who sleep well have this natural dip in blood pressure at night. People who don't sleep well, or who have interrupted sleep, don't get this beneficial drop, and over time that can increase their risk of heart problems. So right now, with your blood pressure dropping, your body is getting important cardiovascular rest. Your heart and blood vessels are getting a break from the constant pressure of daytime activity. Your body temperature is still dropping too. You're radiating heat away through your hands, feet, and face. Your core temperature is gradually declining toward the lowest point you will reach tonight, which will probably happen around 4 or 5 in the morning. This temperature drop helps maintain deep sleep later in the night. The cooler your core gets, the more consolidated your sleep becomes. 048 054 Why Stage 1 matters. You might be wondering, if Stage 1 is so brief and so light, does it even matter? Is it real sleep? Yes, it absolutely matters. Stage 1 is the doorway. It's the necessary transition between wakefulness and deeper sleep. You can't skip it. You have to pass through this threshold to get to the more restorative stages. Think of it like this. If sleep is a building with multiple floors, Stage 1 is the entrance. You might not spend much time there, but you have to go through it to access the rest of the building. And even though Stage 1 is light, your brain and body are already getting some rest. The fact that your brain waves have slowed down, that your thinking has become less active, that your body has relaxed. All of this provides some restoration. People who are sleep deprived sometimes spend more time in Stage 1 as their brain struggles to transition fully into deeper sleep. But for most people with healthy sleep, Stage 1 is brief, just a quick passageway leading to Stage 2. Here's something important to understand though. You might cycle back through Stage 1 multiple times tonight. Each time you move from one sleep cycle to the next, you might briefly re-enter Stage 1. You might even have micro-awakenings, where you're almost awake for a second or two before dropping back into stage 1 and then into deeper sleep. This is completely normal. This is not insomnia. This is not broken sleep. This is just how sleep cycles work. Your brain does these quick checks throughout the night, making sure everything is okay, and then continues sleeping. Most of the time, you won't even remember these brief returns to stage 1. They're too short, too light, to form memories. You'll wake up in the morning thinking you slept straight through, even though your brain actually surfaced to lighter stages multiple times. 0:54 to 1 o'clock. Letting go of control, one of the most important things about stage 1, and really about sleep in general, is learning to let go of control. During the day, you're in control. You direct your attention. You make decisions. You manage your thoughts and actions. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain right behind your forehead that handles planning and decision-making, is very active during wake. But to fall asleep, you have to let that control go. You have to stop trying to manage everything. You have to trust your brain to do its thing without your conscious input. This can be hard for some people. If you're someone who likes to be in control, who likes to plan and organize, letting go can feel uncomfortable. You might find yourself checking in. Am I asleep yet? Is this working? What stage am I in? But the paradox is this. The more you try to control sleep, the more elusive it becomes. Sleep requires surrender. It requires trust. So if you notice yourself trying to analyze or control what's happening right now, just gently acknowledge that thought and let it go. You don't need to monitor your sleep. You don't need to check your progress. Your brain knows exactly what to do. Think of falling asleep like falling backwards into a pool. If you stay rigid and try to control it, you'll struggle. But if you relax and trust, you'll float. Sleep is the same way. Right now, in this stage 1 space, you're learning to float. You're releasing your grip on wakefulness. You're allowing your brain to shift modes without your interference. And that's perfect. That's exactly what needs to happen. As you spend a few more minutes in stage 1, the transition continues to deepen. Your thoughts are becoming even more fragmented now, even more dreamlike. You might have brief micro-dreams, little snippets of imagery or narrative that don't quite make sense. These aren't full dreams yet, just your brain practicing, testing out its dream-making machinery. Some people experience what's called hypnagogic imagery during this stage. These are vivid mental pictures, often geometric patterns, faces, landscapes, or abstract shapes. They might be in color or black and white. They might move or shift. If you see anything like this, don't be alarmed. It's completely normal. It's just your visual cortex, the part of your brain that processes sight, starting to generate its own images instead of processing images from your eyes. Some famous people have used this hypnagogic state deliberately for creativity. Salvador Dali, the surrealist painter, would take naps, holding a spoon over a metal plate. As he entered this twilight state between wake and sleep, he'd have strange, surreal visions. When he relaxed deeply enough, the spoon would drop, the clang would wake him, and he'd immediately sketch what he'd seen. Thomas Edison did something similar, napping in a chair with ball bearings in his hand. The ideas and images that came to him in this in-between state often led to his inventions. So this state you're in right now, this stage uno sleep, this hypnagogic zone, is actually a very creative, very interesting space. Your logical mind is relaxing its grip, allowing more fluid, more associative thinking to emerge. But again, you don't need to analyze or hold on to any of this. Just let it wash over you. Let the images come and go. Let the thoughts drift by like clouds. Your brain is doing something very sophisticated right now. It's orchestrating a complex transition involving dozens of different brain regions, hundreds of different chemical signals, thousands of different cellular processes, and it's doing all of this automatically, without any conscious effort from you. All you have to do is relax and allow it to happen. Pretty soon, you'll move into the next stage. Stage 2. The theta waves in your brain will continue, but they'll be joined by some new, very distinctive patterns. Your sleep will deepen. You'll move further from wakefulness, closer to the truly restorative stages. But right now, you're exactly where you need to be, drifting in stage 1. Floating in that twilight zone between wake and sleep. Neither here nor there, just being. And that's absolutely perfect. You're transitioning into stage 2, sleep now. This is where you'll spend more time than any other stage tonight. About half of your total sleep time. So stage 2 is really important, even though it's called light sleep. Don't let that name fool you. Light doesn't mean unimportant. Stage 2 is where a lot of crucial work happens. The transition from stage 1 to stage 2 isn't dramatic. There's no sudden shift, no clear boundary. It's gradual, like walking from one room into another through an open doorway. One moment you're in stage 1, the next you're in stage 2, and you probably didn't notice the exact moment of change. Here, as how scientists know, you've entered stage 2. Your brain starts producing 2 very distinctive patterns that don't appear in any other stage of sleep. These patterns are called sleep spindles and K. Now, I know those sound like complicated scientific terms, but stay with me. They're actually fascinating, and understanding them will help you appreciate what's happening in your brain right now. Let's start with sleep spindles. Imagine looking at a recording of your brain's electrical activity right now. You'd see gentle theta waves, those slow waves we talked about in stage 1, continuing in the background. But every now and then, maybe once or twice per minute, you'd see a sudden burst of faster activity, lasting about half a second to 2 seconds. That burst is a sleep spindle. During a spindle, your brain suddenly produces waves that cycle 12 to 16 times per second. That's much faster than the theta waves surrounding it. On a graph, it looks like a sudden spike, a quick crescendo in the otherwise quiet pattern. That's why they call it a spindle, because it looks a bit like the shape of a spinning wheel spindle. So what are these spindles doing? Why does your brain create them? Researchers have discovered that sleep spindles do at least 2 really important things. First, they protect your sleep. Think of them as your brain's security guards. When a sound happens in your environment, your thalamus, that relay station we talked about earlier, asks to see is this sound important enough to wake this person up? If the sound is loud or unusual or potentially threatening, your thalamus lets it through, and you wake up. But if the sound is quiet or familiar or not dangerous, your thalamus might generate a sleep spindle instead. The spindle seems to act like a suppression signal. It tells your cortex, the thinking part of your brain, we detected a sound, but it's not important. Don't wake up. Keep sleeping. This is why some people can sleep through traffic noise or a partner snoring or a fan running, while others wake up at every little sound. People who generate more frequent and stronger sleep spindles are better at sleeping through noise. Their brains are better at protecting their sleep. The second thing sleep spindles do is help with memory. During stage 2 sleep, your brain is actively working on memories from the day. It's taking experiences that were temporarily stored in your hippocampus, a structure deep in your brain, and transferring them to your cortex for long-term storage. Sleep spindles seem to coordinate this transfer. They create windows of opportunity when the hippocampus can communicate with the cortex, replaying memories, strengthening connections, making today's experiences into lasting memories. Studies have shown that people who have more sleep spindles tend to perform better on memory tests the next day. The spindles are literally helping you remember, helping you learn, helping you integrate new information into your existing knowledge. So right now, as you lie here in stage 2, sleep, your brain is generating these protective memory consolidating spindles every minute or so. You're not aware of them, but they're working behind the scenes, guarding your sleep and organizing your memories. Pretty amazing. Right. Now let's talk about the other distinctive pattern in stage 2. Sleep K complexes are even more dramatic than sleep spindles. If you were looking at that brain recording, a K complex would stand out immediately. It's the single largest brain wave that occurs during sleep in healthy adults. A K complex looks like a deep valley followed immediately by a high peak, much larger than the surrounding brain waves. It's like a single enormous wave, an otherwise calm sea. Scientists aren't completely sure what K complexes do, but here's what we know. K complexes can occur spontaneously, just appearing randomly during stage 2 sleep. But they can also be triggered by sounds or other stimuli. If you hear a sudden noise while in stage 2, your brain is very likely to generate a K like sleep spindles. K complexes seem to be part of your brain's monitoring system. They appear to represent your brain processing a stimulus and making a rapid decision. Is this important? Should we wake up? Most of the time, the answer is no, and you remain asleep. But the K complex is evidence that your brain detected the stimulus, evaluated it, and chose to keep you sleeping. Some researchers think K complexes might also play a role in memory processing, possibly working together with sleep spindles. The K complex might prepare neural circuits for the memory strengthening that happens during spindles. It's like the K complex says, okay, pay attention, something's about to happen. And then the spindle does the actual memory work. But honestly, we're still learning about K complexes. They're one of the fascinating mysteries of sleep science. What we do know for certain is that they're a normal, healthy part of stage 2 sleep, and your brain is generating them regularly right now. So what does stage 2 actually feel like from the inside? Well, here's the thing. If you're truly in stage 2, you're probably not consciously aware of much at all. You're asleep. You're not thinking, oh, I'm in stage 2 now. You're just sleeping. But if you were to wake up from stage 2 and someone asked you, were you asleep? You'd probably say yes. Unlike stage 1 where you might be unsure. Stage 2 feels more definitively like sleep. You're less aware of your surroundings. Sounds are more muffled, more distant. Your sense of time is even more distorted than it was in stage 1. If you have any thoughts at all during stage 2, they're probably very fragmented, very brief, not the extended narratives of dreams. Just little snippets, little fragments that appear and disappear. Your body feels heavy, relaxed, completely at rest. Your muscles have very little tension. Your breathing is slow and regular. Your heart beats steadily, calmly. Everything in your body is slowed down, shifted into low gear. You're not shut down completely like you will be in deeper sleep, but you're definitely in rest mode. Even though stage 2 is called light sleep, your brain and body are doing important work right now. Let's start with memory consolidation, which we touched on when we talked about sleep spin. During the day, today, you learned things. Maybe you learned new information at work or school. Maybe you had conversations with people. Maybe you watched something, read something, experienced something new. All of those experiences created temporary patterns in your brain, temporary connections between neurons. But those connections are fragile. Without consolidation, they'll fade quickly. During stage 2 sleep, your brain is replaying those patterns, strengthening those connections, moving them from temporary storage to more permanent storage. This is how memories are made. Your hippocampus, where new experiences are first encoded, is communicating with your cortex, where long-term memories are stored. Information is being transferred, integrated, connected with things you already know. This is why sleeping after learning improves memory. Students who study and then sleep remember more than students who study and then stay awake. The sleep, particularly stage 2 sleep, is when the actual learning happens at a neural level. Your brain is also doing some filtering during this process. Not everything you experience today is worth remembering permanently. Your brain is deciding what's important, what's emotionally significant, what fits into your existing knowledge, and what can be discarded. It's like your brain is curating your experiences, deciding what goes into the permanent collection and what gets thrown away. This happens largely without conscious awareness. You're not directing this process. Your sleeping brain is making these decisions automatically, based on criteria like emotional significance, relevance, and repetition. Beyond memory, your body is continuing the physical relaxation and restoration that began in stage 1. Your heart rate remains low and steady. Your blood pressure stays reduced. Your breathing continues at that slow, regular rhythm. Your muscles stay deeply relaxed. Your digestive system is active, processing food if you ate dinner a few hours ago. Your immune system is ramping up, producing infection-fighting cells and proteins. Even though this is called light sleep, it's not light on benefits. Your body is definitely resting and restoring. Your body temperature is continuing to drop during stage 2. You started cooling down hours ago, and that process continues now. Your core temperature will reach its lowest point in the early morning, probably around 4:05 a.m. That temperature minimum is actually an important marker of your circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock. The circadian rhythm is like a conductor, orchestrating various body processes across the 24-hour day. Temperature is one of those processes. It rises during the day, peaks in late afternoon, and falls during the night, reaching its minimum in early morning. This temperature rhythm exists even if you're kept in constant darkness with no time cues. It's internally generated by a tiny cluster of neurons in your hypothalamus, your brain's control center for basic functions. Right now, you're on the downward slope of your temperature rhythm, cooling toward that minimum, and this cooling helps maintain your sleep. If your temperature were to rise significantly, you'd likely wake up or shift to lighter sleep. This is why a cool bedroom is so important. If your room is too warm, your body can't cool down properly, and sleep quality suffers. Hormone-wise, several important changes are happening during stage 2. Your melatonin levels are still elevated. They'll stay high for most of the night, only declining in the early morning hours before you wake up. Your cortisol levels are very low right now. Cortisol is your main stress hormone, and it follows a strong daily rhythm. It's lowest during the night and highest in the morning. That morning, cortisol surge helps you wake up and feel alert. But right now, cortisol is at its nadir, its lowest point. Low cortisol during sleep is essential for all the restorative processes we've been talking about. Cortisol breaks down tissues to release energy, which is useful during the day but counterproductive during sleep when you want to build and repair tissues instead. Growth hormone, which is released primarily during deep sleep, hasn't surged yet. That will happen when you enter stage 3. But your body is preparing for it, setting the stage for that deep restorative sleep. One of the most important functions of stage 2 sleep is protection. Your brain is actively protecting you from disturbances that could wake you up unnecessarily. We talked about how sleep spindles and K complexes help with this. But let me give you a fuller picture of what's happening. Your thalamus, that relay station for sensory information, is becoming much more selective about what it lets through to your conscious awareness. During wakefulness, your thalamus transmits everything, every sound, every touch, every visual stimulus. But during stage 2 sleep, it filters aggressively. Quiet, familiar sounds are blocked. The gentle hum of a fan, distant traffic, a partner's breathing. All of this is filtered out before it reaches your conscious awareness. But your thalamus isn't just blocking everything. It's still monitoring. If a sound is loud, unusual, or potentially threatening, it gets through. If someone calls your name, you'll probably wake up. If a smoke alarm goes off, you'll definitely wake up. Your brain knows the difference between not important and potentially dangerous. Even during sleep, it's protective without being paranoid. This selective filtering is one reason why good sleepers can sleep through noise while poor sleepers wake up frequently. Good sleepers generate strong sleep spindles and have effective thalamic gating. Their brains are skilled at protecting their sleep. If you're someone who wakes easily, you might have less effective filtering. Your thalamus might be letting through more stimuli than necessary. This can sometimes improve with better sleep hygiene, reduced stress, and more regular sleep schedules, all of which help your brain develop better sleep protection mechanisms. Here's something important to understand. You'll return to stage 2 multiple times tonight. Sleep doesn't progress in a simple straight line from stage 1 to 2 to 3, and then to REM, and then you're redone. No, it's more cyclical than that. Each sleep cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and each cycle contains multiple stages. You might go from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3, back to stage 2, 10, into REM, back to stage 2 again, and so on. Stage 2 appears multiple times in each cycle. It's like a home base that you return to again and again throughout the night. In total, you'll probably spend about 4 hours in stage 2 tonight out of your 8 hours of sleep. That's half your night. So even though it's called light sleep, it's actually the dominant stage by total duration. And that's okay. That's normal. That's healthy. Stage 2 is doing important work. Protecting your sleep, consolidating your memories, maintaining your rest. Don't think of it as just light sleep. Think of it as essential sleep, as foundational sleep. Right now, you're settling deeper into stage 2. Your brain is generating those spindles and kick. Your body is deeply relaxed. Your mind is quiet. And soon, very soon, you'll transition into stage 3, into deep sleep, into the most physically restorative stage of the entire night. But right now, right here in stage 2, everything is exactly as it should be. You're safe. You're sleeping. Your brain is working beautifully, automatically, perfectly. Just continue to rest. Continue to let go. Your brain will guide you deeper when the time is right. You're transitioning into stage 3 now, into deep sleep. This is what sleep is really about. This is the restorative powerhouse of sleep, the stage where your body does its most important repair work. Stage 3 is also called slow wave sleep, or delta sleep, because of the type of brain waves that dominate this stage. Remember how we talked about brain waves? Beta waves when you're awake and alert, alpha waves when you're relaxed with eyes closed, theta waves in light sleep. Well, now your brain is producing delta waves. And delta waves are slow, really slow. Delta waves cycle at less than 4 times per second. Some are even slower, cycling only once every 2 seconds. Compare that to the 20 or 30 cycles per second of beta waves during wakefulness. Delta waves are literally 10 times slower. If we could see a recording of your brain right now, we'd see these massive, slow oscillations rolling through your cortex. They're called slow waves, and they're created by millions of neurons firing in synchrony, all rising and falling together like a giant wave. During wakefulness, Different neurons in your cortex fire independently. Each one does its own thing at its own rhythm. But during deep sleep, they synchronize. Millions of neurons fire together, creating these huge coordinated waves of electrical activity. What causes this synchronization? Deep in your brain, structures like your thalamus are sending rhythmic signals to your cortex, like a conductor directing an orchestra. These rhythmic signals entrain your cortical neurons to fire together in these slow, powerful pulses. The result is the deepest, most restorative sleep you'll experience all night. Here's the thing about deep sleep. If you're truly in it, you're not aware of anything at all. You're completely unconscious, not thinking, not dreaming, not aware of sounds or sensations, just gone. In the deepest state of unconsciousness, you'll experience outside of anesthesia. If someone tried to wake you up right now, it would be difficult. They might have to shake you, call your name loudly, turn on bright lights. A quiet sound that would wake you from light sleep won't even register now. And if they did manage to wake you, you'd feel very disoriented, confused, groggy. It takes the brain a while to shift back from deep sleep to full wakefulness. This grogginess is called sleep inertia, and it's most intense when waking from deep sleep. This is why you should never use a really loud, jarring alarm clock if you can avoid it. Being suddenly ripped out of deep sleep is unpleasant and can leave you feeling foggy for 15 or 20 minutes afterward. But right now, no one is trying to wake you. You're safe to stay in this deep, restorative state. Your muscles are profoundly relaxed right now. If I could lift your arm, it would feel completely limp, heavy like a weight. There's minimal muscle tone, minimal tension. Your body is as relaxed as it can be during non-REM sleep. Your breathing is very slow and very regular now. Maybe only 8 to 10 breaths per minute, each one deep and effortless. Your heart is beating slowly too, perhaps only 50 or 60 beats per minute, maybe even slower if you're very fit. Your blood pressure is at its lowest point of the night. This deep dip in blood pressure is incredibly beneficial for your cardiovascular system. It's giving your heart and arteries a profound rest. Everything in your body is slowed down, quieted down, shifted into the deepest rest mode possible. Now let me tell you about something really important that's happening right now. Something that makes deep sleep absolutely essential for your health. Your pituitary gland, a tiny structure at the base of your brain, is releasing pulses of growth hormone into your bloodstream. Growth hormone does exactly what its name suggests. It promotes growth. In children, it literally makes them grow taller. But in adults, it's more about maintenance and repair. Growth hormone stimulates your cells to build new proteins, repair damaged tissue, and regenerate structures throughout your body. It tells your muscles to repair themselves after the day's activities. It tells your bones to remodel and strengthen. It tells your skin to replace old cells with new ones. Growth hormone release is tightly linked to deep sleep. The majority of your daily growth hormone, maybe 75 or 80% of it, is released during the first few hours of sleep, during your deepest slow-wave sleep periods. Right now, you're probably experiencing the largest growth hormone pulse you'll have all night. This is your body's repair time. If you're someone who exercises, this is when your muscles are recovering from your workout, rebuilding themselves stronger than before. The exercise provided the stimulus, but sleep is when the actual adaptation happens. If you have any minor injuries, little cuts or bruises or sore muscles, this is when they're healing most rapidly. If you're fighting off a cold or infection, this is when your immune system is working hardest to eliminate the invaders. Growth hormone is one of the reasons why people who do UNT get enough deep sleep often feel run down, get sick more easily, recover slowly from exercise, and may even lose muscle mass despite working out. Sleep, specifically deep sleep, is when your body rebuilds itself. miss out on deep sleep, and you miss out on this crucial repair time. Something else absolutely fascinating is happening during this deep sleep, something that scientists only discovered relatively recently. Your brain is cleaning itself. Throughout the day, as your brain cells work, they produce waste products. Just like any machine that runs produces exhaust, your neurons produce metabolic waste as they fire and communicate. These waste products include things like beta-amyloid protein and tau protein, which you might have heard about in connection with Alzheimer's disease. These proteins need to be cleared out regularly, or they can build up and potentially cause problems down the line. But here is the challenge. Your brain doesn't have a traditional lymphatic system like the rest of your body does for clearing waste. So how does it clean itself? Scientists discovered that your brain has a special cleaning system that operates primarily during deep sleep. They call it the glymphatic system. Here's how it works. During deep sleep, the cells in your brain actually shrink slightly, creating more space between them. Cerebrospinal fluid, the clear fluid that surrounds your brain and spinal cord, can then flow through these expanded spaces, flushing through your brain tissue. This fluid carries away the accumulated waste products, washing them out of your brain and into your bloodstream, where they can be filtered out by your liver and kidneys. It's like your brain is taking a shower, washing away all the metabolic debris that built up during the day. Right now, as you lie in deep sleep with those slow delta waves rolling through your cortex, cerebrospinal fluid is pulsing through your brain in waves, synchronized with your slow brain waves. Each wave washes through, carrying away waste, keeping your brain clean and healthy. This cleaning process appears to be crucial for long-term brain health. People who don't get enough deep sleep may not clear these waste products effectively, and over decades, that could potentially increase risk for neurological problems. So, deep sleep isn't just making you feel rested. It's literally maintaining your brain's health at a cellular level. Your immune system is working intensively during this deep sleep too. Remember how we talked about growth hormone? Well, growth hormone doesn't just repair muscles and bones. It also stimulates your immune system. Right now, your bone marrow is generating new white blood cells. These are your body's defenders, the cells that fight infections and eliminate cancer cells. Your thymus gland, a small organ in your chest, is producing T cells, specialized white blood cells that coordinate immune responses and directly attack infected cells. Your spleen and lymph nodes are busy processing antigens, those foreign molecules from bacteria and viruses, and creating antibodies to fight them. If you were exposed to any germs today, if you touched a contaminated surface or breathed in some airborne viruses, your immune system encountered those threats. And now, during deep sleep, it's building defenses against them. This is why sleep is so crucial when you're sick. When you have a cold or flu, your body increases production of certain chemicals that make you feel sleepy. This isn't a side effect. It's a deliberate strategy. Your body is forcing you to sleep more, so your immune system can work more effectively. People who don't get enough sleep, especially deep sleep, are significantly more likely to get sick when exposed to viruses. Their immune systems just can't mount a stronger defense without adequate sleep. So right now, as you rest in deep sleep, your immune system is building your defenses, preparing to protect you from infections, keeping you healthy. Deep sleep is also crucial for memory, though it works on memory differently than stage 2 does. During stage 2, your brain was consolidating declarative memories, facts, and events. During deep sleep, your brain is working more on integrating those memories, connecting them with things you already know, extracting the meaning and significance. Your hippocampus, where new memories are initially formed, is communicating with your cortex, where long-term memories are stored. But now the communication is deeper, more atoru. The slow waves provide a framework for this communication. During the up phase of a slow wave, when millions of neurons are firing together. Your hippocampus can broadcast patterns to your cortex. During the down phase, when neurons are quiet, your cortex can integrate those patterns. It's like a call-and-response rhythm. Hippocampus calls out a pattern. Cortex responds by integrating it over and over, thousands of times during deep sleep. This is how today's experiences become part of your permanent knowledge. This is how you learn not just facts, but understanding, how things connect, what they mean. Students who stay up all night cramming for exams miss out on this crucial consolidation. They might remember some facts temporarily, but without deep sleep, those facts don't integrate properly. They're forgotten quickly. Sleep after learning, particularly deep sleep, is when real learning happens. Your brain is also doing something interesting called memory replay. It's literally replaying patterns from the day, but faster than real time. A pattern that took 10 seconds to form during the day might be replayed in 1 second during sleep. This rapid replay allows your brain to practice, to strengthen connections, to make patterns more automatic and accessible. If you learned a new skill today, practiced a musical instrument, worked on a language, your brain is consolidating those procedural memories too, making the skills more automatic, more effortless. While your brain is doing its work, your body is engaged in intensive restoration too. Your muscles are repairing themselves at the cellular level. Proteins within muscle cells that were damaged during the day's activities are being broken down and replaced with new proteins. If you exercise today, satellite cells, the stem cells that repair muscle, are fusing with muscle fibers, repairing damage, building new tissue. This is how muscles grow stronger, not during the workout, but during sleep afterward. Your bones are being remodeled. Throughout your skeleton, specialized cells called osteoclasts are breaking down old bone tissue, while other cells called osteoblasts are building new bone. This constant remodeling allows your skeleton to adapt to stresses and maintain strength. Growth hormone stimulates the osteoblasts, promoting bone formation. This is why deep sleep is so important for children and teenagers whose bones are still growing, but it remains important throughout life for maintaining bone health. Your skin is regenerating rapidly during deep sleep. The deepest layer of your skin contains stem cells that divide to create new skin cells. These new cells gradually migrate upward, eventually reaching the surface to replace old, damaged cells. Your entire outer layer of skin is replaced about once a month through this constant process, and the cell division happens most actively during deep sleep when growth hormone levels are highest. This is genuinely why they call it beauty sleep. Sleep, particularly deep sleep, is when your skin repairs and renews itself most effectively. Your gut lining is being regenerated to the cells lining your intestines are exposed to harsh conditions and wear out quickly, typically lasting only 3 to 5 days. During deep sleep, stem cells in your intestinal wall divide more rapidly, producing new cells to replace the old ones. This maintains the integrity of your gut barrier, the crucial boundary that keeps bacteria and toxins in your intestines and out of your bloodstream. Throughout your body, tissues are being repaired, cells are being replaced, damage is being reversed. This is restoration at a cellular level, happening in every organ system simultaneously. You'll spend about 45 to 50 minutes in deep sleep during this first cycle. This is the longest period of deep sleep you'll get all night. Deep sleep is front-loaded, concentrated in the early part of the night when your body's need for physical restoration is most urgent after a full day of activity. In your second sleep cycle, which will start in about an hour, you'll get another substantial period of deep sleep, maybe 30 or 35 minutes, but it won't be quite as long as this first one. In your third cycle, deep sleep will decrease further to maybe 20 minutes. And in your fourth and fifth cycles, You might get only brief periods of deep sleep, 10 or 15 minutes, or you might skip deep sleep entirely. This gradual decrease across the night isn't a problem. It's exactly how sleep should work. Your brain prioritizes deep sleep early when physical repair is most needed, then shifts toward other types of sleep later in the night. By the time you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll have accumulated about 90 minutes to 2 hours of deep sleep total, spread across multiple cycles, but concentrated in the first half of the night. That might not sound like a lot, but it's enough. Quality matters more than quantity. With deep sleep, those 90 to 120 minutes are sufficient to accomplish all the restoration your body needs. People who are sleep deprived or recovering from illness sometimes get extra deep sleep, their bodies prioritizing physical restoration until the deficit is made up. But for you, right now, with healthy, normal sleep, this 45 to 50-minute period of deep sleep is perfect. Let me tell you why deep sleep is so crucial, why it's worth protecting and prioritizing. People who don't get enough deep sleep feel the effects strongly. They feel physically unrested, even if they spent enough hours in bed. Their muscles feel sore and weak. They get sick more easily. They recover slowly from exercise. They may gain weight despite eating the same amount. This is because deep sleep is when the body does its repair work. Without adequate deep sleep, that repair doesn't happen properly. Athletes understand this intimately. Elite athletes often prioritize sleep as much as training, recognizing that training provides the stimulus, but sleep is when actual adaptation occurs. An athlete who trains hard but sleeps poorly won't improve, won't get stronger or faster, because the adaptation requires deep sleep. Deep sleep also appears to be important for metabolic health. Growth hormone helps regulate how your body uses glucose and fat. People who don't get enough deep sleep often show signs of insulin resistance, meaning their cells don't respond well to insulin, which can eventually lead to type 2 diabetes. Deep sleep matters for immune function, as we discussed. People who sleep poorly get sick more often and recover more slowly. Deep sleep matters for cardiovascular health. That nighttime drop in blood pressure and heart rate gives your cardiovascular system crucial rest. People who don't get enough deep sleep don't get this beneficial dip, and over years, that increases risk of heart disease. Deep sleep even matters for brain health decades down the line. That lymphatic cleaning system we talked about only works efficiently during deep sleep. Over a lifetime, inadequate deep sleep and inefficient waste clearance might increase risk of neurodegenerative diseases. So, deep sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's when your body rebuilds itself, maintains itself, prepares itself for another day. Since deep sleep is so important, it's worth knowing what can disrupt it. Alcohol is a major deep sleep disruptor. People often think alcohol helps sleep because it makes you drowsy, but it actually fragments sleep and reduces deep sleep significantly. You might fall asleep quickly after drinking, but you'll spend less time in deep sleep and more time in lighter, less restorative stages. Stress and anxiety can reduce deep sleep too. When you're stressed, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. Elevated cortisol interferes with growth hormone release and can prevent your brain from entering the deepest stages of sleep. This creates a vicious cycle. Stress reduces deep sleep, which makes you feel physically unrested, which increases stress, which further reduces deep sleep. Sleeping in a warm room can reduce deep sleep. Remember how your body temperature needs to drop for sleep. If your room's too warm, your body can't cool adequately, and you'll spend more time in lighter sleep and less in deep sleep. Irregular sleep schedules can reduce deep sleep too. Your brain likes consistency. When you go to bed at the same time each night, your brain learns to anticipate sleep and prepares accordingly. But when your sleep schedule is erratic, your brain never quite knows when to prepare. and sleep quality, including deep sleep, suffers. Certain medications can affect deep sleep, both prescription and If you're taking medication regularly and suspect it might be affecting your sleep, talk to your doctor about alternatives. But tonight, none of these things are disrupting you. You're here, you're relaxed, you're comfortable, and your brain is doing exactly what it's designed to do. One of the most important things to understand about deep sleep is that you can't force it. You can't make yourself have more deep sleep through willpower or conscious effort. Deep sleep is an automatic process, controlled by deep brain structures that operate below the level of conscious awareness. Your brainstem and hypothalamus orchestrate the transition into deep sleep, based on factors like sleep pressure, circadian timing, and how much deep sleep you've already gotten. All you can do is create the conditions that support deep sleep. Going to bed at a regular time, keeping your room cool and dark, avoiding alcohol and caffeine, managing stress, getting regular exercise during the day. Beyond that, you have to trust your brain to do its job, and your brain is very good at its job. It's been putting you to sleep successfully for your entire life. It knows exactly how much deep sleep you need and when you need it. So don't worry about whether you're getting enough deep sleep. Don't try to monitor or control it. Just create good conditions and let your brain handle the rest. Right now, you're in deep sleep. Your delta waves are rolling through your cortex. Your body is repairing itself. Everything is working perfectly. You don't need to do anything. Just rest. Just be. You'll stay in this deep sleep for a while longer. Maybe another 10 or 15 minutes, and then your brain will start shifting again. The delta waves will become less prominent. Theta waves will increase. You'll transition back toward lighter sleep, back toward stage 2. This doesn't mean your deep sleep failed or ended prematurely. This is normal. This is your brain following its programmed pattern. You'll spend a little time in stage 2, and then you'll move into a completely different type of sleep. The type of sleep we haven't talked about yet. REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. Dream sleep. This is where things get really interesting. REM sleep is as different from deep sleep as deep sleep is from wakefulness. It's almost like your brain becomes active again. Almost like you're waking up, except you're not. Your brain waves will speed up, becoming almost as fast as waking brain waves. Your eyes will move rapidly beneath your closed eyelids. Your breathing will become irregular. Your heart rate will increase. But here's the paradox. While all this is happening, your body will become completely immobile, except for your diaphragm and eye muscles. This is REM sleep, and it's unlike anything else you experience. It's when you dream most vividly. It's when your brain processes emotions. It's when you make creative connections. But that's still a little while away. Right now, you're still in deep sleep. Still in that profoundly restful state, still allowing your body to restore and repair. Just continue resting. Continue trusting. Your brain knows where you're going next. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're transitioning into REM sleep now. And this is where sleep gets truly fascinating. REM stands for rapid eye movement. And in a moment, I'll explain why it's called that. But first, let me tell you what makes REM sleep so unique, so different from everything you've experienced so far tonight. Your brain is becoming active again. Those slow delta waves of deep sleep are fading away, replaced by faster waves that look remarkably similar to waking brain waves. If a scientist were looking at a recording of your brain activity right now and didn't know you were asleep, they might actually think you were awake. The pattern is that similar. This is why REM sleep is sometimes called paradoxical sleep. Paradoxical means contradictory. And REM sleep is full of contradictions. Your brain is active, but you're deeply asleep. Your mind is racing with vivid experiences, but you're lying perfectly still. You're experiencing intense emotions, but your body's stress response is shut down. Let me explain each of these paradoxes. Right now, your brain is nearly as active as it is during wake. Blood flow to your brain has increased. Oxygen consumption has increased. Large areas of your cortex are lighting up with activity. But the activity isn't uniform. Some parts of your brain are extremely active during REM, more active than during wakefulness. Other parts are much less active. The most active areas are your visual cortex, the parts of your brain that process sight. Even though your eyes are closed, your visual cortex is generating rich, detailed imagery right now. You're seeing things in your mind, landscapes and faces and objects and scenes, all created entirely by your brain. Your emotional centers are very active too, particularly a structure called the amygdala. The amygdala processes emotions like fear, anxiety, joy, and excitement. Right now it's highly active, which is why dreams during REM often have strong emotional content. You might dream about being chased or falling or flying or reuniting with someone you love. These dreams can feel intensely emotional, sometimes more emotional than waking experiences. Your hippocampus, that structure involved in memory, is active during REM too, replaying patterns from the day, consolidating certain types of memories. But here's what's fascinating. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain right behind your forehead that handles logical thinking and reality testing, is much less active during REM than during wakefulness. The prefrontal cortex is what normally tells you, wait, that doesn't make sense. People can't fly. That situation is impossible. But during REM, with your prefrontal cortex deactivated, you don't question impossibilities. In your dreams, people can fly. They can transform into other people. You can be in multiple places at once. Time can flow backwards or stop entirely, and you accept all of this without question, because the part of your brain that would normally flag impossibilities is offline. This is why dreams feel so real while they're re-happening but seem so bizarre when you wake up and remember them. Here's where the name rapid eye movement comes from. Right now, beneath your closed eyelids, your eyes are darting back and forth rapidly. These aren't the slow, rolling movements of stage 1 sleep. These are quick, jerky movements, called saccade, the same kind of movements your eyes make when you're awake and scanning a visual scene. Your eyes might dot left, then right, then up, then down, following the imagery in your dreams. When you dream about looking at something to your left, your eyes actually move left. When you dream about looking up at something, your eyes actually move up. It's as if you're watching a movie playing in your mind, and your eyes are following the action. Scientists discovered this in the 1950s, and it was one of the most important breakthroughs in sleep research. By watching people's eyes during sleep, researchers could tell when someone was likely dreaming. When they woke people during these periods of rapid eye movement, the people almost always reported vivid dreams. This discovery helped scientists understand that sleep isn't just one uniform state. It's a complex journey through different states, each with distinct characteristics and purposes. Now, here's one of the strangest and most important features of REM sleep. While your brain is active and you're experiencing vivid dreams, your body is your voluntary muscles, the muscles you can normally control consciously, have lost almost all muscle tone. If I could lift your arm right now, it would be completely limp, offering zero resistance. Your brainstem is sending powerful signals down your spinal cord that prevent your motor neurons from activating your muscles. It's like a circuit breaker has been thrown, disconnecting your brain's motor commands from your muscles. This paralysis doesn't affect your diaphragm, the main breathing muscle. So you continue breathing normally. It doesn't affect your heart or digestive system or other automatic functions. And it doesn't affect the tiny muscles that move your eyes, which is why rapid eye movements can still occur. But all your other voluntary muscles are essentially shut down. Why does this happen? Why does your brain paralyze your body during REM sleep? The answer is protection. During REM sleep, you're dreaming vividly. Your dreams often involve movement, running, fighting, reaching, grabbing. If your muscles weren't paralyzed, you would physically act out these dreams. You might run around your bedroom while still asleep. You might punch or kick. You might hurt yourself or others sharing your bed. The REM paralysis, called REM atonia prebensis. It keeps you safe while your brain dreams freely. There's actually a rare disorder called REM behavior disorder where this paralysis mechanism fails. People with this condition do act out their dreams, sometimes violently, often injuring themselves or their partners. It's dangerous and needs medical treatment. But for healthy sleepers like you, the paralysis works perfectly, protecting you while allowing your brain to dream without limits. Your breathing has changed during REM sleep. It's become irregular, variable, unpredictable. During deep sleep, your breathing was slow and perfectly regular, like a metronome. But now you might take several quick breaths, then a slow, deep breath, then normal breaths, then another pattern entirely. This irregularity reflects the activity in your brain. Your breathing is no longer controlled purely by automatic mechanisms in your brainstem. It's being influenced by your dreams, by your emotional state, by the various brain regions that are active during REM. Your heart rate has increased too. During deep sleep, it might have been 50 or 60 beats per minute. During REM, it's more variable and generally faster, sometimes approaching your waking heart rate. Your blood pressure has increased slightly as well, though it's still lower than during wakefulness. These cardiovascular changes are why people with heart problems are more likely to have cardiac events during the early morning hours, when REM periods are longest. The combination of increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, and the activation of your sympathetic nervous system creates cardiovascular stress. For healthy hearts, this is fine, well within normal operating parameters. But for diseased hearts, it can sometimes be problematic. But for you, right now, everything is working normally. Your heart is beating steadily. Your breathing is flowing naturally. Everything is exactly as it should be. You're dreaming right now. Your brain is generating a rich, immersive narrative, a world that feels completely real, even though it exists only in your mind. You might be dreaming about today, about recent events, about people you know, or you might be dreaming about the distant past, about childhood memories, about places you haven't thought about in years. Or your dream might be completely fantastical, impossible, combining elements from different times and places in ways that make no logical sense, but feel perfectly natural in the dream. This is your brain doing something remarkable. It's taking fragments of memories, bits of experiences, random thoughts and images, and weaving them together into a coherent narrative. It's creating characters and plots and conflicts and resolutions, all happening in real time as you lie here sleeping. The content of your dreams is influenced by many things. Recent experiences often appear in dreams, especially experiences that were emotionally significant. Your current concerns and worries might show up symbolically. People you've been thinking about or interacting with during the day often make appearances. But dreams aren't just replays of daily life. They're creative reconstructions. Your brain mixes and matches elements from different times, different contexts. It creates new scenarios, new situations that you've never actually experienced. Sometimes this creative recombination leads to insights, solutions to problems you've been working on. Some people wake up with creative breakthroughs that came to them in dreams. Paul McCartney famously said the melody for Yesterday came to him in a dream. Dmitri Mendeleev, who created the periodic table, claimed he dreamed the arrangement of elements. Many artists and scientists have credited dreams with inspiring their work. Whether your dreams tonight will lead to any breakthroughs, I can't say. But your brain is definitely being creative, definitely making novel connections, definitely processing information in ways that would be impossible during logical, linear waking thought. Scientists have been studying dreams for decades, trying to understand their purpose. Why do we dream? What function do dreams serve? There's still debate, but several important theories have emerged, and they're not mutually exclusive. Dreams probably serve multiple purposes simultaneously. One of the most well-supported theories is that REM sleep and dreaming help process emotions. Think about it this way. During the day, you experience things that have emotional content. Maybe you had a difficult conversation with someone. Maybe you felt frustrated at work. Maybe you experienced anxiety about something. Maybe you felt joy about good news. These experiences create emotional memories, associations between events and feelings. And those associations need to be processed and integrated. During REM sleep, your brain reactivates these emotional memories. Your amygdala becomes very active, replaying emotional experiences. But here's what's crucial. While this emotional reactivation is happening, levels of noradrenaline, a stress-related chemical in your brain, drop to nearly zero. This is the only time in the entire 24-hour cycle when noradrenaline levels are this low. So you're experiencing emotions, reactivating emotional memories, but without the full stress response. You're processing the content without the intense physiological reaction. Over time, this may help reduce the emotional intensity associated with difficult experiences. You remember what happened, you understand the situation, but the raw, emotional sting fades. This is sometimes called the sleep to forget, sleep to remember theory. You remember the facts, but forget the emotional pain. This may be one reason why time and sleep help heal emotional wounds. It's not just the passage of time. It's the repeated emotional processing during REM sleep that gradually reduces emotional reactivity. REM sleep also plays a crucial role in memory, though it works on different types of memories than deep sleep does. Deep sleep preferentially consolidates declarative memories, facts, and events. REM sleep preferentially consolidates procedural memories, skills and habits, and emotional memories. If you learned a new skill today, practiced a musical instrument, worked on a physical technique, rehearsed a presentation, your brain is consolidating those procedural memories during REM sleep right now. The motor cortex, the part of your brain that controls movement, replays the patterns of muscle activation involved in the skill. The cerebellum and basal ganglia, brain structures involved in coordinating movement, process, and refine these patterns. Through this replay and refinement, skills become more automatic, more fluent, more effortless. This is why sleeping after practice improves performance. Musicians who practice and then sleep play better than musicians who practice and stay awake. Athletes who train and then sleep perform better than athletes who train but sleep poorly. The practice creates the initial neural patterns, but REM sleep refines them, strengthens them, makes them more automatic. REM sleep also helps consolidate emotional memories and integrate new information with existing knowledge in creative ways. Your brain makes unusual associations during REM. It connects things that aren't obviously related. It finds patterns that logical, sequential waking thought might miss. This is why REM sleep may facilitate creative problem solving and insight. Your sleeping brain explores solution spaces, tries out different combinations, makes novel connections. Sometimes you wake up with solutions that seemed impossible the night before. That's your REM sleep, doing creative problem solving while you slept. This first REM period you're in right now is relatively brief, probably only about 10 to 15 minutes. It's like a preview, a quick first pass through REM before your brain cycles back to lighter sleep. But here's what's fascinating. REM periods get longer as the night progresses. In your second cycle, which you'll enter in about an hour, your REM period might be 20 to 25 minutes. In your third cycle, maybe 30 to 35 minutes. In your fourth and fifth cycles, in the early morning hours, your REM periods might last 40 to 50 minutes each. Nearly an hour of continuous REM sleep. This is the opposite pattern from deep sleep, which was longest in the first cycle and decreases across the night. REM sleep is shortest in the first cycle and increases across the night. This reflects your brain's changing priorities. Early in the night, physical restoration is paramount, so deep sleep dominates. Later in the night, emotional processing and memory consolidation become priorities, so REM dominates. By morning, you might spend entire 90-minute cycles alternating only between light sleep and REM, with no deep sleep at all. This is why you often remember dreams more vividly when you sleep later or when you sleep in on weekends. You're spending more time in REM, experiencing longer, more elaborate dream sequences. This is also why being suddenly awakened by an alarm in the early morning often interrupts a dream. You're likely in REM when the alarm goes off, in the middle of a long, vivid dream sequence. Just like deep sleep, REM sleep can be disrupted by various factors. Alcohol dramatically reduces REM sleep. Even moderate drinking can cut your REM sleep by 25% or more. Heavy drinking can nearly eliminate REM entirely. This is one reason why people often sleep poorly after drinking. Even if the alcohol initially made them drowsy, they're missing crucial REM sleep. So they wake up feeling mentally foggy, even if they were physically in bed for 8 hours. Some medications suppress REM too, including many antidepressants and some blood pressure medications. If you're on medication and experiencing poor sleep or persistent grogginess, talk to your doctor. Stress and anxiety can affect REM, though the relationship is complex. Moderate stress sometimes increases REM, particularly dream content related to the stressor. But chronic, severe stress can disrupt normal REM patterns. Sleep deprivation leads to REM rebound. If you've been missing sleep, your brain will prioritize REM when you finally do sleep, sometimes entering REM much earlier than normal and spending extra time there. But tonight, you're experiencing normal, healthy REM sleep. Your brain is dreaming, processing emotions, consolidating memories, making creative connections, all while your body rests safely, protected by that temporary paralysis. There's something almost poetic about REM sleep. Your body is at rest, but your mind is incredibly active. You're experiencing a rich inner world, while completely disconnected from the outer world. You're safe in this state, protected. Your body can't move to hurt itself. Your stress hormones are low despite the emotional content of dreams. You're processing difficult experiences in a low-stress context. REM sleep is your brain's way of making sense of your experiences, of integrating your day into your life story, of maintaining your emotional equilibrium. People who get adequate REM sleep tend to be more emotionally stable, more creative, better at regulating their moods, better at recognizing emotions in others. People who are deprived of REM become emotionally reactive, irritable, anxious. They struggle with emotion regulation. They lose creative flexibility. This shows just how important REM is, not just for memory or learning, but for emotional health, for mental well-being, for being able to navigate the emotional complexity of human life. So right now, as you dream, as your brain processes and consolidates and creates, appreciate what's happening. This is essential work. This is your brain maintaining your emotional and cognitive health. Soon, This first REM period will end. You'll transition back to lighter sleep, maybe spend a few minutes in stage 2, and then you'll begin your second cycle. And the whole pattern will repeat. Light sleep, maybe some deep sleep, then REM again, longer this time. This rhythm will continue through the night, cycling again and again, each cycle serving its purpose, each stage contributing to your restoration. But right now, you're exactly where you need to be. Dreaming, processing, consolidating, creating. Everything is working perfectly. Just continue to rest. Continue to trust your brain. It knows exactly what it's doing. You're beginning your second sleep cycle now. You might have had a brief awakening between cycles. Too short to remember. Just a quick check-in by your brain to make sure everything's okay. This second cycle will follow a similar pattern to the first, but with some important differences. You'll still move through light sleep, deep sleep, and REM, but the proportions will shift. You'll spend less time in deep sleep this cycle than you did in the first, maybe 30 to 35 minutes instead of 45 to 50. Your body has already accomplished some of its most urgent repair work, so it doesn't need quite as much deep sleep this time around. But your REM period will be longer, maybe 20 to 25 minutes instead of the 10 to 15 you got in the first cycle. Your brain is shifting emphasis from physical restoration toward emotional and cognitive processing. This changing balance across cycles is one of the most elegant features of sleep. Your brain automatically prioritizes different types of restoration based on timing and need, without any conscious direction from you. Early in the night, more deep sleep, more physical repair, more growth hormone, more immune enhancement. Later in the night, more REM sleep, more dreaming, more emotional processing, more creative consolidation. It's a beautifully orchestrated sequence, refined over millions of years of evolution. Your third cycle begins around 3 hours after you first fell asleep. By now, you've already gotten most of the deep sleep you'll receive tonight. That crucial physical restoration is largely complete. This cycle might contain 20 to 25 minutes of deep sleep, less than the previous cycles. But your REM period will be even longer, maybe 30 to 35 minutes. Your brain is increasingly focused on mental and emotional work now, processing experiences, consolidating memories, solving problems creatively, making sense of your day. If you were worried about something before falling asleep, your brain has been working on it during these cycles. Not consciously, not deliberately, but through the associative, creative processing that happens during REM sleep. You might wake tomorrow with a new perspective, a different way of seeing the problem, a potential solution that wasn't apparent earlier. This is your sleeping brain doing what it does best, finding connections, exploring possibilities, thinking in ways that logical waking thought cannot. In your fourth cycle, deep sleep might be very brief or absent entirely. Most of this cycle will be split between light stage to sleep and an extended REM period of 40 minutes or more. You're in the early morning hours now, probably 4 or 5 a.m. Your body temperature is at or near its lowest point for the entire 24-hour cycle. Your melatonin levels are starting to decline. They've been elevated all night, signaling darkness and sleep. But now your brain is beginning to prepare for eventual awakening. Your cortisol levels are starting to rise from their nighttime low. This is the beginning of the cortisol awakening response. Cortisol will rise gradually over the next few hours, peaking shortly after you wake up, providing energy and alertness for the day ahead. These hormonal shifts are part of your circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock, preparing your body for the transition from sleep to wakefulness that will come in a few more hours, but you're still deeply asleep during most of this cycle. still cycling through REM and light sleep, still consolidating memories and processing emotions. Your fifth and possibly final complete cycle begins. By now, you've been asleep for about 6 hours. Your sleep debt from the day is nearly paid off. This cycle might consist almost entirely of light sleep and REM, with little or no deep sleep. You might spend 45 or even 50 minutes in REM during this cycle, experiencing your longest, most elaborate dreams of the night. These extended early morning REM periods are when people often have the most vivid, most memorable dreams. The dreams might be long, complex narratives with multiple scenes and characters, almost like watching a movie. If you wake up naturally from this REM period, you're likely to remember the dream. If an alarm interrupts this REM period, you might wake up in the middle of an intense dream sequence, feeling disoriented as you try to distinguish dream from reality. This is why many sleep experts recommend waking up naturally when possible rather than using an alarm. Waking naturally allows you to surface gradually from lighter sleep rather than being jolted awake from deep sleep or REM. As morning approaches, your sleep cycles might continue, but they're increasingly dominated by light stage to sleep and REM, with very little or no deep sleep. You might have brief periods of semi-wakefulness, moments where you're almost awake, but not quite. You might shift position more frequently. You might be more aware of sounds in your environment. This lighter sleep in the early morning serves a purpose. It's a gradual transition, a slow ascent toward wakefulness, rather than an abrupt shift. Your body temperature is rising now, climbing back toward its daytime levels. Your cortisol continues to increase. Your melatonin is nearly gone. All the systems that promote sleep are withdrawing. All the systems that promote wakefulness are gradually activating. But you're still getting value from this lighter sleep. Stage 2 continues to consolidate memories. REM continues to process emotions. Your body continues to rest. Even light sleep is better than no sleep. Even these final hours, these lighter stages, contribute to how refreshed you'll feel when you finally wake. The final hour or so of sleep is often the lightest. You might cycle between stage 2 and brief periods of stage 1, with occasional dips into REM. You might have micro-awakenings, moments of consciousness lasting just a few seconds before you drift back to sleep. These are normal and healthy. They don't mean your sleep is broken or disturbed. Your brain is preparing to wake up. The chemical balance is shifting. Adenosine, that sleepiness molecule we talked about at the beginning, has been cleared from your brain during the night. Sleep pressure is gone. Cortisol is elevated now, approaching its peak for the day. This rising cortisol is part of what allows you to wake up feeling alert rather than groggy. Your body temperature has climbed back up. You're no longer in that cool sleep state. Your body is warming, preparing for the activity of the day ahead. If light is beginning to enter the room through windows, those light-sensitive cells in your retina are detecting it, sending signals to your brain that morning has arrived. All of these signals, internal and external, are telling your brain, it's time to wake up. You're transitioning toward wakefulness now. The final sleep cycle is ending. You might have a brief period of REM, a last dream before waking, or you might already be in very light stage 1 sleep, hovering on the edge of consciousness. Your brain waves are speeding up. The slow waves of sleep are being replaced by the faster alpha and beta waves of wakefulness. Your muscle tone is returning. You can move again. You might stretch, shift position, adjust your blanket. Your eyes might begin to move beneath your closed lids. Not the rapid movements of REM, but the gentler movements of someone approaching wakefulness. Your breathing is changing, becoming more variable, more wakeful. Your heart rate is increasing toward its normal daytime level. You're surfacing, gradually, gently, naturally, emerging from 8 hours of restoration. You've completed approximately 5 complete sleep cycles tonight. You've spent about 4 hours in light stage to sleep, about 90 minutes to 2 hours in deep stage 3 sleep, about 90 minutes to 2 hours in REM sleep. Brief periods in stage 1. Your brain has cycled through these stages multiple times, each cycle serving its purpose: physical restoration, memory consolidation, emotional processing. Creative problem solving. Your body has repaired itself at a cellular level. Muscles rebuilt, bones remodeled, skin regenerated, immune defenses strengthened. Your brain has cleaned itself, washing away the metabolic waste that accumulated during yesterday. Your memories have been consolidated, integrated, strengthened. Your emotions have been processed, their intensity modulated. You're rested, restored, ready for the day ahead. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Ease yourself back into wakefulness. Take a moment to appreciate what your brain and body just accomplished during these 8 hours. You cycled through stages you couldn't consciously control. You experienced states of consciousness ranging from deep unconsciousness to vivid dreaming. Your brain orchestrated countless chemical and electrical changes, all happening automatically, perfectly. This is what your brain does every single night. This remarkable journey through stages, this sophisticated sequence of restoration and consolidation. Understanding it doesn't make it less miraculous. If anything, understanding makes it more awe-inspiring. Your brain is extraordinary. Your body is extraordinary. And the sleep you just experienced was a perfect demonstration of that. Welcome to the morning. Welcome back to wakefulness. Thank you for letting me guide you through this journey. Thank you for trusting the process. Thank you for subscribing and helping us reach more people who need better sleep. May you wake feeling refreshed, restored, and ready for whatever this day brings. During deep sleep, something remarkable happens with your brain waves that deserves more explanation. These delta waves we've been discussing aren't just random slow oscillations. They're highly organized, coordinated patterns that involve your entire cortex working together. Think of your brain like an orchestra. During wakefulness, different sections of the orchestra are playing different parts, each musician following their own sheet music. The result is complex, but somewhat chaotic. But during deep sleep, it's like the entire orchestra starts playing the same note together, rising and falling in perfect synchrony. This synchronization is orchestrated by your thalamus and by structures in your brains. These deep brain regions act like a metronome, sending rhythmic timing signals to your cortex. Your cortical neurons respond to these signals by firing together, creating those massive delta waves. What's fascinating is that these delta waves don't just represent synchronized firing. They actually represent periods when millions of neurons alternate between high activity and complete silence. During the up state of a delta wave, neurons fire intensely for a brief period. Then, during the down state, they go completely silent. Then they fire again. Then, silent. Over and over, creating this slow rhythm of activity and silence. This rhythm appears to be crucial for the restorative effects of sleep. During the down states, when neurons are silent, they can recover from the metabolic stress of the day. It's like they're taking micro breaks, thousands of times per night. During the up states, when neurons fire together, your brain can consolidate memories and strengthen important neural connections. The synchronized firing makes it easier for different parts of your brain to communicate and coordinate. So these delta waves aren't just markers of deep sleep. They're actually facilitating the restoration and consolidation processes that make deep sleep so important. Your brain is also doing something fascinating with neurotransmitters during deep sleep. Neurotransmitters are chemicals that neurons use to communicate with each other, and different neurotransmitters dominate during different states. During wakefulness, neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and histamine are highly active. These are wake-promoting neurotransmitters. They keep your cortex activated, keep you alert and attentive. But during deep sleep, these wake-promoting neurotransmitters are dramatically reduced. Acetylcholine drops to very low levels. Norepinephrine is minimal. Serotonin is reduced. Histamine is suppressed. In their place, other chemicals dominate. GABA, an inhibitory neurotransmitter, is very active during deep sleep. GABA tells neurons to quiet down, to stop firing, to rest. It's GABA that helps create the synchronized silence of the delta wavedown states. Adenosine is still present, but is being gradually cleared. Remember, adenosine builds up during wakefulness, creating sleep pressure. During sleep, especially deep sleep, it's broken down and removed, reducing sleep pressure and eventually allowing you to wake up naturally in the morning. This complete shift in neurochemistry is why deep sleep feels so different from wake. Your brain is literally running on different chemicals, creating a fundamentally different state of consciousness. Or rather, a fundamentally different state of unconsciousness. Let's talk more about what's happening with your immune system during deep sleep, because this is truly remarkable and important for your health. Your immune system is incredibly complex, involving many different types of cells and molecules working together to protect you from infections and eliminate abnormal cells. During deep sleep, this entire system ramps up its activity. Your bone marrow, located inside your bones, is a factory that produces blood cells, including the white blood cells that make up your immune system. During deep sleep, bone marrow activity increases. More stem cells divide, more white blood cells are produced. Specifically, you're producing more T cells during deep sleep. T cells are like the generals of your immune system. They coordinate immune responses, identify infected cells, and directly attack threats. There are different types of T cells with different jobs. Helper T cells that coordinate responses, cytotoxic T cells that kill infected cells, regulatory T cells that prevent excessive immune responses. You're also producing more B cells, which are responsible for making antibodies. Antibodies are specialized proteins that recognize and bind to specific pathogens, marking them for destruction. You're producing more natural killer cells, a type of white blood cell that patrols your body looking for virus-infected cells and cancer cells, and destroys them on contact. All of this cell production is stimulated by growth hormone and other hormones that peak during deep sleep. But it's not just about making more cells. Your immune system is also becoming more efficient during deep sleep. The communication between different parts of your immune system improves. Cytokines, the signaling molecules that coordinate immune responses, are produced in optimal patterns during deep sleep. Pro-inflammatory cytokines that help fight acute infections are balanced with anti-inflammatory cytokines that prevent excessive responses. Your immune system is also consolidating immunological memory during deep sleep. If you were exposed to a new pathogen today, if you got a vaccination, if you encountered any foreign antigen, your immune system met that challenge and began building recognition systems. During deep sleep, that recognition is being strengthened, stored, integrated into your immunological memory. The next time you encounter that same pathogen, Your immune system will respond faster and more effectively because of the memory consolidation that happened during sleep. This is why people who sleep well after getting vaccinated develop stronger, more durable immune responses than people who sleep poorly. The sleep is when the vaccine really takes, when the immunological memory is consolidated. This is also why chronic sleep deprivation so dramatically impairs immune function. Without adequate deep sleep night after night, your immune system can't produce enough cells, can't coordinate effectively, can't consolidate immunological memory properly. Studies have shown that people who sleep less than 6 hours per night are about 4 times more likely to catch a cold when exposed to rhinovirus, compared to people who sleep 7 or more hours. That's a massive difference in susceptibility. People who are chronically sleep deprived also take longer to recover from infections, have reduced antibody responses to vaccines, and may have increased cancer risks due to impaired immune surveillance. Your immune system needs sleep to protect you, and deep sleep is when the most important immune work happens. Now let us talk more about your muscles and what is happening at the cellular level during deep sleep. Your muscles are made up of muscle fibers, which are long cells packed with contractile proteins. These proteins, primarily actin and myosin, slide past each other to create muscle contraction. Every time you move, every time you exert force, these proteins are working, but this work creates damage. At the molecular level, proteins degrade. Actin and myosin filaments develop defects. Cell membranes develop tiny tears. Mitochondria, the power plants that provide energy for muscle contraction, accumulate damage. During the day, this damage accumulates. Muscle proteins break down faster than they're rebuilt. This is normal and expected. The breakdown is actually part of how muscles adapt and grow stronger. Signals to your body that these muscles are being stressed and need to be improved. But the actual rebuilding, the adaptation, can only happen during rest, especially during deep sleep. Right now, growth hormone is circulating through your bloodstream, binding to receptors on muscle cells. This binding triggers a cascade of cellular responses. Ribosomes, the protein-making machines inside cells, ramp up their activity. They start churning out new actin and myosin, new structural proteins, new enzymes. Damaged proteins are being identified by cellular quality control systems and broken down by structures called the amino acids from these damaged proteins are recycled, used to build fresh, properly folded proteins. Energy stores inside muscle cells are being replenished. Glycogen, the storage form of glucose, is being synthesized and stored. Creatine phosphate, which provides immediate energy for rapid muscle contractions, is being regenerated. Mitochondria are being repaired in response to exercise stress. New mitochondria are being created through a process called mitochondrial biogenesis. More mitochondria means more energy-producing capacity, which means better endurance. If you exercise today, satellite cells, the stem cells that repair muscle, are being activated. These satellite cells can detect damaged muscle fibers. When they find damage, they activate divide and fuse with the damaged fibers, donating their nuclei and helping repair the damage. This satellite cell activity is crucial for muscle maintenance throughout life and for muscle growth in response to resistance training. Without adequate sleep, especially deep sleep and the associated growth hormone surges, satellite cell function is impaired and muscles can't repair properly. This is why serious athletes treat sleep as part of their training. They understand that the workout breaks down muscle and creates the adaptation stimulus. But sleep is when the actual adaptation occurs, when muscles rebuild themselves stronger and more capable. Your bones are undergoing similar processes right now. Bone tissue is constantly being broken down and rebuilt, a process called remodeling. Specialized cells called osteoclasts break down old bone tissue, creating small cavities. Other cells, called osteoblasts, fill these cavities with new bone tissue. Over time, your entire skeleton is gradually replaced through this remodeling process. Bone remodeling serves multiple purposes. It allows your skeleton to adapt to mechanical stresses, becoming stronger in areas that bear more load. It allows repair of microfractures that occur during normal activity. It maintains the balance of minerals like calcium in your bloodstream. This remodeling is influenced by mechanical stress, by hormones, and by nutrition. Weight-bearing exercise stimulates bone formation. Hormones like growth hormone and sex hormones promote bone health. During deep sleep, with growth hormone levels elevated and cortisol levels low, the balance tilts toward bone formation. Osteoblast activity increases. New bone tissue is laid down. Your skeleton is being maintained and strengthened. This is especially important during childhood and adolescence, when bones are still growing. Children who don't get enough sleep may have reduced bone density, but it remains important throughout adulthood for maintaining bone strength and preventing osteoporosis. Let's talk about your brain's waste clearance system in more detail, because this is one of the most exciting recent discoveries in sleep science. For decades, scientists wondered how the brain cleared metabolic waste. The rest of your body has a lymphatic system, a network of vessels that drains away waste and returns it to the bloodstream for filtering by the liver and kidneys. But the brain doesn't have lymphatic vessels. So, how does the brain clear waste? In 2012, scientists discovered the glymphatic system. The name combines glia support cells in the brain and lymphatic, because this system functions like a lymphatic system, but is managed by glial cells. Here's how it works. Your brain is surrounded by cerebrospinal fluid CSF, a clear liquid that cushions your brain and spinal cord. During deep sleep, CSF flows into your brain tissue through spaces around blood vessels. As CSF flows through your brain, it mixes with interstitial fluid, the fluid between your brain cells. This mixing allows CSF to pick up metabolic waste products that accumulated in the interstitial space during wake. The CSF, now carrying waste, flows out of your brain through a different set of drainage pathways. Eventually, this waste-laden CSF is returned to the bloodstream, where the waste can be filtered out by your liver and kidneys. What makes this system so interesting is that it operates primarily during sleep, especially deep sleep. Studies have shown that the glymphatic system is 10 to 20 times more active during sleep than during wake. Why? During deep sleep, the spaces between your brain cells expand by up to 60%. This expansion allows CSF to flow much more easily through brain tissue. Also, the flow of CSF is synchronized with your delta waves. Each slow wave is accompanied by a pulse of CSF flowing through your brain. It's like a tide washing in and out, coordinated with your brain's electrical rhythms. The waste products being cleared include normal metabolic byproducts, but also potentially harmful proteins like beta amyloid and tau. These proteins are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Beta amyloid forms plaques between neurons. Tau forms tangos inside neurons. Both appear to contribute to neurodegeneration. Everyone produces these proteins every day. They're normal byproducts of neural activity, but they need to be cleared regularly to prevent buildup. People who sleep well appear to clear these proteins effectively every night. People who sleep poorly may not clear them as efficiently, potentially allowing gradual accumulation over years and decades. This has led to the hypothesis that chronic sleep problems might increase Alzheimer's risk by allowing protein accumulation. It's still being researched, and causation hasn't been proven, but the correlation is concerning. Studies have found that people with chronic insomnia have higher levels of Alzheimer-related proteins in their cerebrospinal fluid. People with sleep apnea, which fragments sleep and reduces deep sleep, have increased Alzheimer's risk. While we can't say definitively that poor sleep causes Alzheimer's, there's growing evidence that good sleep throughout life, especially adequate deep sleep, may be protective against neurodegeneration in old age. So right now, as you lie in deep sleep, your glymphatic system is working, flushing waste from your brain, potentially protecting your cognitive health decades from now. Let's dive much deeper into what's happening during REM sleep, because this stage is endlessly fascinating. The paralysis that occurs during REM, called rematonia, is controlled by specific neurons in your brainstem. These neurons release glycine and GABA, inhibitory neurotransmitters, onto motor neurons in your spinal cord. When glycine and GABA bind to motor neurons, they hyperpolarize these cells, making them much less likely to fire. Even if your motor cortex sends commands to move, these commands can't reach your muscles because the motor neurons are inhibited. This creates complete paralysis of voluntary muscles, except for the diaphragm and eyes. Your diaphragm continues functioning because breathing is too critical to shut down. Your eyes can still move because the motor neurons controlling eye muscles are subject to the same inhibition. This selective paralysis is remarkably sophisticated. The brainstem neurons orchestrating it need to paralyze some muscles while allowing others to function. They need to maintain this paralysis steadily throughout REM, but release it completely when REM ends. The precision required is extraordinary. When this system fails, as in REM behavior disorder, the results can be dramatic and dangerous. People with RBD physically act out their dreams, often violently. They might punch, kick, leap out of bed, run around the room, all while completely asleep. RBD is more common in older adults, particularly men, and it's often an early sign of neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's or Lewy body dementia. The brainstem neurons that control rematonia are among the first to degenerate in these conditions. But for healthy sleepers, the paralysis works perfectly, allowing your brain to dream freely while keeping your body safe. The dreams you're experiencing during REM are generated by a complex interaction of brain regions. Your visual cortex is highly active, generating the rich visual imagery of dreams. Even though your eyes are closed and receiving no external visual input, your visual cortex is creating detailed scenes, faces, objects, landscapes, all from memory and imagination. Your hippocampus is replaying memories, pulling up fragments of experiences from the day, from the past week, from years ago. These memory fragments are being recombined in novel ways, creating the strange, often impossible scenarios of dreams. Your amygdala is generating emotional responses to dream content. This is why dreams can feel so emotionally intense. Your amygdala is fully engaged, creating feelings of fear, joy, anxiety, excitement, sadness, as if you were really experiencing the events of the dream. But your prefrontal cortex, which would normally provide reality testing and logical analysis, is largely deactivated. This is why you accept impossible dream events without question. Your critical thinking is offline. This combination, active visual cortex, plus active hippocampus, plus active amygdala, plus inactive prefrontal cortex, creates the unique character of dreams. Vivid, emotional, often bizarre, and accepted without skepticism. The content of your dreams is influenced by many factors. Day residue, recent experiences from the past day or two, often appears in dreams. Emotional concerns and worries tend to show up, often in symbolic or disguised forms. People you've been thinking about or interacting with frequently appear. But dreams aren't just straightforward replays. Your brain creatively recombines elements. You might dream about your current house, but with rooms from a childhood home. You might interact with someone who looks like one person, but is actually someone else. Time might flow cause and effect might work differently. This creative recombination may serve important functions for memory, consolidation, and proofs. By connecting things that aren't obviously related, your brain might discover new solutions, new perspectives, new ways of understanding. Some of the most famous creative breakthroughs have been attributed to dreams. Elias Howe, inventor of the sewing machine, reportedly dreamed of being captured by cannibals carrying spears with holes near the tips, which gave him the idea for the eye near the point of the sewing needle. Auguste Kekule claimed the ring structure of benzene came to him in a dream of a snake biting its own tail. Mary Shelley got the idea for Frankenstein from a vivid nightmare. Whether your dreams tonight will lead to creative insights, we can't predict. But your brain is definitely making novel connections, definitely exploring new combinations of ideas, definitely thinking in ways that logical waking thought cannot. The emotions you experience in dreams are being processed in a unique neurochemical context. While your amygdala is active in generating emotional responses, other aspects of the stress response are shut down. Specifically, norepinephrine, also called noradrenaline, is at its lowest levels of the entire 24-hour cycle during REM sleep. Norepinephrine is released during stress and fear. It creates the physiological stress response. Increased heart rate, elevated blood pressure, heightened alertness, suppression of non-essential functions. But during REM, despite the emotional content of dreams, norepinephrine is nearly absent. You're experiencing emotions, but without the full stress response. This unique state may allow your brain to process emotional memories without being overwhelmed by stress. You can revisit frightening or upsetting experiences in your dreams, reactivate the associated emotions, but without the full physiological panic response. Over time, through repeated reactivation in this low-stress context, the emotional intensity associated with difficult memories may decrease. You remember the event. You understand what happened. But the raw emotional charge fades. This is the neuroscientific basis for the folk wisdom that time heals all wounds. It's not just time. It's the repeated emotional processing during REM sleep across many nights that gradually reduces emotional reactivity. This emotional processing function of REM sleep appears to be crucial for mental health. People who get adequate REM sleep tend to be more emotionally stable, more resilient to stress, better at regulating their emotions. People who are chronically deprived of REM, whether due to sleep disorders, medications, alcohol, or simply insufficient sleep time, often show increased emotional reactivity. They're more irritable, more anxious, more prone to mood swings, less able to regulate emotions effectively. In some ways, REM sleep is like overnight therapy. You're processing difficult experiences, integrating challenging emotions, maintaining your emotional equilibrium, all while you sleep. Memory consolidation during REM works differently than during other sleep stages. While deep sleep preferentially consolidates declarative memories, facts, and events, REM preferentially consolidates procedural memories, skills and habits, and emotional memories. If you practiced a musical instrument today, your motor cortex is replaying those movement patterns during REM sleep right now. If you learned a dance step, practiced a golf swing, worked on typing speed, those motor programs are being consolidated. The cerebellum and basal ganglia, brain structures involved in coordinating complex movements, are active during REM. They're processing the day's motor learning, strengthening neural pathways, making skills more automatic. This is why sleeping on it improves motor skills. Practice creates the initial neural pattern, but REM sleep refines and consolidates that pattern, making the movement smoother, more effortless, more automatic. This principle applies to all kinds of skills: athletic skills, musical skills, typing, handwriting, even video game skills. REM sleep consolidates the procedural knowledge that allows skill performance. REM sleep also consolidates emotional memories differently than neutral memories. Emotional memories are prioritized. The amygdala's involvement during REM appears to tag certain memories as emotionally significant, leading to preferential consolidation. This is adaptive. Emotional memories are often important for survival. If something scared you, that's worth remembering, so you can avoid similar situations. If something brought you joy, that's worth remembering so you can seek similar experiences. But the consolidation during REM doesn't just strengthen the memory, it appears to modulate the emotion, preserving the factual content while reducing the intensity of the emotional response. This sleep to forget, sleep to remember function of REM sleep may be one of its most important roles. You need to remember important experiences, but you don't need to be emotionally overwhelmed every time you recall them. Let me tell you more about the intricate relationship between sleep cycles and circadian rhythms, because understanding this helps you appreciate the beautiful orchestration happening in your body right now. Your circadian rhythm is like a master clock that runs on an approximately 24-hour cycle. This rhythm is generated by about 20,000 neurons in a tiny region of your hypothalamus, no bigger than a grain of rice. These neurons have an intrinsic rhythm. Even if you were kept in complete darkness with no time cues whatsoever, no clocks, no meals at set times, no social contact, these neurons would continue oscillating on a roughly 24-hour cycle. Some people's natural rhythm runs a bit longer, maybe 24.5 hours. Others run a bit shorter, maybe 23.5 hours. But it averages around 24. This circadian rhythm controls many processes in your body. When you feel sleepy, when you feel alert, when your body temperature rises and falls, when certain hormones are released, when your blood pressure peaks and dips, even when your immune system is most and least active. Light is the most powerful cue that synchronizes your circadian rhythm with the external 24-hour day-night cycle. Those specialized light-detecting cells in your retina send signals to your suprachiasmatic nucleus, providing information about external light conditions. When light hits your eyes in the morning, it shifts your circadian phase, essentially telling your biological clock, "This is morning. Reset yourself accordingly." This morning light exposure is crucial for maintaining a healthy rhythm. When darkness falls in the evening, the absence of light signals your pineal gland to begin melatonin secretion, which in turn signals to your body that night has arrived and sleep should be approaching. But circadian rhythms and sleep pressure are two separate systems that work together to create healthy sleep patterns. This is called the two-process model of sleep regulation. Process S is sleep pressure, the homeostatic drive for sleep that builds with time awake. This is the adenosine accumulation we discussed. The longer you're awake, the stronger this pressure becomes. Process C is your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that promotes wakefulness during the day and sleep at night, independent of how long you've been awake. These two processes interact to create your daily sleep-wake pattern. During the day, even though sleep pressure is building, your circadian system promotes wakefulness, keeping you alert despite accumulating adenosine. In the evening, your circadian drive for wakefulness decreases just as sleep pressure is peaking, allowing sleep to occur. Right now, deep in the night, both your circadian system and your depleted sleep pressure are aligned to promote sleep. Your circadian clock is in its sleep zone. Your adenosine has been mostly cleared, but you're still within the circadian window for sleep. This alignment is why you're able to maintain sleep for 8 hours even though your sleep pressure adenosine decreases across the night. The circadian system takes over, keeping you asleep even after adenosine is cleared. Understanding this helps explain why shift work and jet lag are so disruptive. When you try to sleep at times that conflict with your circadian rhythm, even if you're tired, high sleep pressure, the circadian system is promoting wakefulness, making sleep difficult and less restorative. Similarly, when you try to stay awake at night when your circadian system is promoting sleep, you feel intensely drowsy even if you recently slept and have low sleep pressure. The alignment of sleep with your circadian rhythm is crucial for sleep quality. This is why going to bed at consistent times is so helpful. It aligns your sleep with your natural circadian window. Now let's talk about what happens as morning approaches and your body begins preparing for awakening. Several hours before you actually wake up, subtle changes begin. Your body temperature, which reached its minimum around 4 or 5 a.m., starts to rise gradually. This temperature increase is driven by your circadian rhythm, independent of whether you're still asleep or about to wake. Cortisol secretion increases. Cortisol has been very low all night, allowing restorative processes to occur without interference. But starting a few hours before your typical wake time, your adrenal glands begin releasing cortisol again. This pre-awakening cortisol rise is called the cortisol awakening response, though it actually begins before awakening. Cortisol levels rise gradually during the last few hours of sleep, then surge sharply in the 30 to 45 minutes after waking. This cortisol surge provides energy and alertness for the day ahead. It mobilizes glucose to provide fuel for your brain and muscles. It increases arousal and attention. It helps shift your body from rest mode to active mode. People who wake up naturally tend to have healthy cortisol awakening responses. People who wake to jarring alarms or who are sleep-deprived often show blunted or dysregulated cortisol patterns. Melatonin secretion decreases as morning approaches. Melatonin has been elevated all night, signaling darkness and promoting sleep. But even before dawn, even in darkness, your circadian clock begins shutting down melatonin production. When morning light hits your eyes, any remaining melatonin production stops completely. This light signal to your suprachiasmatic nucleus definitively marks the beginning of your biological day. Your brain's neurotransmitter balance shifts again. The sleep-promoting neurotransmitters that dominated during the night begin to decrease. The wake-promoting neurotransmitters that were suppressed during sleep begin to increase. Acetylcholine, which was very low during deep sleep, increases. Norepinephrine rises. Serotonin increases. Histamine becomes active, orexin, a powerful wake-promoting neurotransmitter, surges. This changing neurochemical landscape is what allows your brain to transition from sleep to wakefulness. Your neurons begin responding differently. Your cortex becomes more active. Your thalamus opens the sensory gates again, allowing information to flow. Your sleep cycles in the final hours have been dominated by light sleep and REM, with little or no deep sleep. These lighter stages create a gentler transition toward waking. You might have brief periods of semi-consciousness, moments where you're almost awake, but not quite. You might become vaguely aware of sounds, of light, of your body position. Then you drift back to sleep for another cycle. This is natural and healthy. These brief arousals don't mean your sleep is broken. They're just your brain checking in, making sure everything's okay, before allowing sleep to continue. Eventually, the combination of internal signals, rising temperature, rising cortisol, changing neurotransmitters, cleared adenosine, and external signals, light, sounds, tips the balance toward wake. You might have one final dream during a REM period just before waking. Many people's most vivid, memorable dreams occur during this final REM period because you wake directly from it, giving you the best chance of remembering the dream. Then, gradually or suddenly, depending on what wakes you, you transition back to full consciousness. Your eyes open. You move. You stretch, you're awake. The night's journey is complete. You've cycled through stages multiple times. You've experienced states ranging from deep unconsciousness to vivid dreaming. Your body has repaired itself. Your mind has been maintained. You're restored and ready for the day. Let me emphasize how remarkable this process truly is. Every single night of your life, without any conscious effort from you, your brain orchestrates this elaborate sequence. It regulates neurotransmitters, switching between completely different neurochemical states multiple times per night. It coordinates billions of neurons across hundreds of brain regions, sometimes synchronizing them into slow waves, sometimes allowing them to fire independently, sometimes creating the paradoxical activation of REM. It manages your breathing, your heart rate, your temperature, your hormone levels, your immune function, all automatically, all perfectly calibrated for each sleep stage. It repairs tissues throughout your entire body, from your muscles and bones to your skin and gut lining. It clears metabolic waste from your brain. It consolidates memories, processes emotions, maintains your mental and physical health, and it does all of this while you lie unconscious, completely unaware of the extraordinary work happening inside you. This is why sleep deserves respect. This is why prioritizing sleep isn't lazy or unproductive. This is essential maintenance. This is how your body and mind rebuild themselves each night to function well the next day. When you don't sleep enough, when you chronically shortchange your sleep, you're depriving your body of time to do this crucial work. The consequences accumulate: fatigue, impaired memory, emotional instability, weakened immunity, increased disease risk. But when you sleep well, when you give your body the full 8 hours it needs, when you respect your circadian rhythm and create good conditions for sleep, you're supporting all of these restorative processes. You're allowing your brain to clear waste products that could otherwise contribute to neurodegeneration. You're allowing your immune system to build defenses against infections. You're allowing your muscles and bones to repair and strengthen. You're allowing your memories to consolidate and your emotions to be processed. Good sleep is one of the pillars of health, as important as good nutrition and regular exercise. Maybe even more important, because without adequate sleep, it's hard to maintain healthy eating habits or exercise consistently. Sleep deprivation increases cravings for unhealthy foods, reduces motivation to exercise, impairs judgment about health choices. But with good sleep, everything becomes easier. You have more energy. You think more clearly. You regulate emotions better. You make better decisions. You have more resilience to handle life's challenges. So as you complete this 8-hour journey, appreciate what you've just done for yourself. By sleeping well tonight, you've invested in your health, your cognitive function, your emotional well-being, your longevity. You've given your body the time it needs to maintain itself. You've supported your immune system, your cardiovascular system, your nervous system, your musculoskeletal system. You've maintained your brain's health at a cellular level, and you'll wake up feeling the benefits. More rested, more alert, more capable, more resilient. This is the gift of understanding your sleep. Not just knowing the stages intellectually, but experiencing them. Recognizing their value, respecting the process. You now know what's happening when you fall asleep, when you cycle through stages, when you dream, when you wake up. You understand the science behind something you do every single day but probably rarely thought about. And this knowledge, this understanding, can change your relationship with sleep. Instead of seeing sleep as wasted time or fighting against it, you can work with it. You can create conditions that support it. You can prioritize it appropriately. Because now, sleep isn't optional. It's not a luxury. It's absolutely essential for maintaining your body and mind. Every night that you sleep well is a night of intensive restoration. Every 8-hour sleep period is thousands of repair processes happening simultaneously. Every complete sleep cycle is your brain and body rebuilding themselves to function optimally. As you prepare to wake now, as your final sleep cycle ends and consciousness returns, take a moment to appreciate this journey you've been on. You've traveled through stages of consciousness you can't access any other way. You've experienced your brain in states that don't exist during wake. You've undergone restoration at a cellular level throughout your entire body. And you've done it all simply by lying still, by relaxing, by trusting your brain to do what it's been doing successfully for your entire life. Your brain is extraordinary. Your body is extraordinary. The sleep you just experienced was a perfect demonstration of that extraordinary capacity. When you open your eyes, when you stand up and begin your day, you'll be operating with a restored brain and body. Your neurons have been refreshed. Your muscles have been repaired. Your immune defenses have been strengthened. Your memories have been consolidated. Your emotions have been processed. You're ready for whatever this day brings. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Thank you for learning about your sleep. Thank you for subscribing to this channel and helping us reach more people who need better sleep. If this video helped you tonight, if you found value in understanding your sleep, please share it with someone else who might benefit. Help us build a community of people who understand that sleep matters, who prioritize it, who support each other in getting the rest we all need. Good sleep is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. And now you understand why. Rest well, wake, refreshed, and remember, every night, your brain performs this miracle of restoration. All you have to do is let it. Sweet dreams, and good morning.